though. The only redeemable quality was one time. That's one episode. That was it. Back to you guys.
And he left Timmy in a falling plane.
Sparky didn't even go to school at all.
He just leaves Timmy in a falling plane.
He's even more irresponsible than Timmy's dad.
I think they're trying to kill. I think they're literally trying to kill the main character.
They should. They should just kill all the characters. Just get rid of all the characters then.
Yeah. You cannot kill a main character.
You can. It's not called Timmy. It's called Fairly Odd Parents, not Timmy Odd Parents. You could kill the main character if one wanted to.
You cannot kill the main character. This is what we're trying to say to you writers. You cannot kill a main character.
You can if you could if they wanted to. It's their story.
Do you know what makes Sparky a million times worse
than Timmy's dad? He's a spoiled brat.
He's just as spoiled as Timmy.
And Poof is more spoiled than Timmy too. Timmy's dad's not spoiled as much, but Timmy's dad shouldn't even have a job.
Speaking of which, did we get to mention about Timmy's mom?
Timmy's mom is okay.
She's okay.
She's not bad. At least she cares about Timmy, kind of. She actually does care about Timmy's show. There's not too much to say about her. She kind of cares about Timmy. But Timmy's dad can't do anything to save his own life.
I mean, he always blamed the Dinkelbergs
for no reason. And then the Dinkelbergs
his own actions.
Don't forget the joke when he says
you, Dinkelberg.
Like
Curse you, Dinkelberg.
We heard that joke like a million times already. Make up new jokes.
Ew. The worst character is Poof. The second worst, Sparky's one of them. All the magical characters suck.
Your show is going to be stale.
Cosmo sucks. I want to destroy Cosmo.
Timmy's mom is just
She isn't too bad.
Timmy's mom is just
Destroy Cosmo, please. Cosmo is worse than Timmy's dad. Almost. Cosmo, attack that character, please. He doesn't even deserve. He's a spoiled brat too, just like Timmy. He's spoiled. And Wani, freaking Jorgen. Screw Jorgen too. Hate Jorgen.
I mean, Cosmo wasn't that stupid from the beginning.
Cosmo was as dumb as Patrick Star. Now he's even dumber. And then Jorgen is just Jorgen. Hate that character too. Burning passion.
Cosmo is just as dumb. He's
Patrick.
Even more dumb than Patrick.
Uncle Grandpa's smarter than all these characters, even though some disagree. He's actually smarter than any of these characters.
Grandpa sucks.
And even he is smarter than these characters, even though he's not smart.
I just don't like Uncle Grandpa. I'm not saying I hate it. I'm just saying I don't like it.
Some episodes no, some episodes yes. It really depended on the episode. And even he's smarter than these characters.
The one thing I gotta say about the show is just the animation, please.
Well, Parents is poor animation too. I mean, the characters barely look anything real. And how is Timmy so much shorter than his parents? Timmy's like 1 foot tall.
Yeah, which is really...
The animation in Fairly Odd Parents looks decent.
Yeah, it does.
Oh wow, we're at opposite sides. Quite interesting. You're at opposite sides for the animation. That is a very interesting topic to look at. Depends. If one likes real animation, no. But if one likes the vague animation, yes. It depends. I guess. Depends on what side one's on. Could say that.
animation of Fairly Odd Parents is okay.
And it's modern day movies, It's easy to tell that even, yeah, all four, we're counting PBS Kids, and all four channels are downhill. Kids WB is already out. Same with 4Kids, those are already out. Boomerang's dead too.
I mean, why do they have a kid as a narrator?
Cartoon Network has the same problem. Why are just a bunch of kids yelling at each cartoon is great on Cartoon Network? That's not a bumper. And there shouldn't be kids talking in that channel.
Not a bumper.
That is not a bumper.
Have a bumper. That is not a great way to have a bumper. That is
They've killed
lazy.
themselves.
Well, it's not really lazy. It's just showing you that your channel sucks.
So they basically just hired dumb, useless kids.
Why do they have a kid as a narrator?
They do that in Cartoon Network too, if you guys realized. They say
did?
That's all they did. Had these kids talking.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
that was horrible. Yeah. They're just advertising that each show is the best show ever. Well, it's not the problem with that. It's just the problem why they're hired. There's nothing special about these kids, nor did they deserve to even be on Cartoon Network.
The bumper or whatever. You can't call it a bumper. I couldn't call it a bumper either.
It's not a bumper.
I mean, the kids on the bumpers don't even make anything creative. They just sing out the shows.
They're just saying, that show is great. That show is awesome. That show is great. It's all they do. Oh, they have no talent. They're just random kids that were picked up from the school probably and asked to just say that the shows were great because they liked them. That's it. They're just picked up from school, offered a promotion, and that's how that ended up. So I guess they didn't want to do any bumpers.
Just show their bright and colorful bumpers, not showing kids.
All of Cartoon Network's bumpers have sucked ever since 2007. They're not going to improve ever again. Sorry about this opinion, but Cartoon Network is seriously just not going to be the same ever again. Same with E! Channel.
I think Cartoon Network current is better than the Check It era.
Personally, Cartoon Network is getting worse and worse. That's just a personal opinion, though. It's going to be pretty dead by 2016, probably. It depends on which way one looks at it, though. Nickelodeon's not getting any better. PBS Kids, no. Boomerang, definitely not. And Disney, no.
Disney Channel, not.
Even the cartoons, even like those, even though they were popular, the cartoons. Disney Channel wasn't super great to begin with, though. Like, it was nothing special even a long time ago. That's just a personal opinion, though.
I think that Skull was not that good.
I don't know why they made all this damage to Boomerang.
Boomerang's pretty pointless now.
Yeah. You know, Boomerang also had a new feed design. Last time I checked.
I honestly don't mind if they made a little reconstruction, but they shouldn't get rid of the older shows.
They need to have like a separate block for those shows, though. They need their own. They need to have like reserve like a several hour block for certain shows, improve their bumpers, and last longer, and just not do all these changes. These changes are the reason why the channel is not going to improve. They have to go back to what they did before to improve. If they don't do this, they're done for, and they've been done for. They're in hot water, and they've been on hot water. Like, there's no chance of these channels reviving. It was already a poor decision to treat SpongeBob like the jewel of the crown, or cream of the crop. That was a poor decision. They should have not
And
done that.
Do you know what was also a poor decision lately?
What was that?
They decided to get rid of Hub for Discovery Family.
Oh yeah, that was the worst mistake that he ever made. Why are you getting rid of the hub? What was wrong with the hub? Hub was fine. Now we got this Discovery Channel crap? No. Just no.
I mean, most of the cartoons, the only cartoons that they show now are basically shows
Imported?
with the last seasons.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure My Little Pony is never gonna come back.
That show got so popular. Wow. That show was
I'm pretty sure My Little Pony is never gonna come back.
interesting how the show even got that popular. Still interesting.
So Dan Versus is gone for good, forever, this time.
I mean, there are a few shows that came back, like Strawberry Shortcake.
Don't remember that coming back. Oh yeah, the reboots don't usually do as well. At least they put some effort. They put effort to the reboots, though.
Yeah,
The problem is
yeah.
that they're just a lot different than the show because it's been a long time. It's been many years since the actual show. Like the Looney Tunes show was bashed on. At least it had some redeemable qualities to it, though. Even though people were complaining and bitching and moaning about it, it had a few redeemable qualities to it. No, it wasn't great, but at least they actually did put effort into the plot, at least. And the plot was well thought out for some aspects of it. But Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, that was just mean. And people were getting punished for no reason at all.
Well, actually, okay, Scooby-Doo, okay.
That should have never been revived ever. They kept reviving it and it kept getting
Speaking of
worse.
Scooby-Doo, guys, they're making a
They should not have got rid of
Hate
Hub.
Scooby-Doo spin-offs.
They're making a new Scooby-Doo this time.
Oh no, yeah, be cool Scooby-Doo. More like you're a
You know,
loser,
like we had
Scooby-Doo.
one before. And they're also making a new Ben 10.
Ugh.
I know. I think the Ben 10 should just die already.
You know,
Scooby-Doo
why-
should die.
Anyways, well,
Simpsons needs to die too. The Simpsons,
Should
even though
die.
Arthur needs to die, SpongeBob needs to die, the Simpsons need to die. Sorry for Simpsons fans, but that's reality. Welcome to reality, fan boys. What else needs to, Sesame Street needs to die the most. Why is that even still on? Those shows have no purpose of even airing anymore. The shows haven't changed a bit. These characters should be growing up. Not like Rugrats style, but they should have been a little older. South Park, Family Guy, they all need to die. Those shows are overrated and have...
Actually, Family Guy got a lot worse.
Do you know what also needs to die?
Please say something. Yeah, what needs to die?
American Dad.
Oh, plah.
Oh, yeah, God, man.
All those shows need to die.
That's still on?
And The Simpsons has to be the most overrated of the longest running shows too, even though you guys might like the show. I mean, how are people being hypocritical? They're saying that every other show needs to die except that show. They're protecting the show as if it was the cream of the crop. Yeah, wow. It's like these TV shows, if the characters are not going to get older, why keep them? Why keep the show if they're not going to grow any older? It's like you have to change sometimes. You can't keep a character in third grade forever. That's not how TV the world works. Then it's just nothing to look forward to if the character's not going to grow up.
Johnny Test died.
Thank goodness it's off Cartoon Network. It shouldn't have continued after Kids WB ended. It was okay at first, but it got abused once it hit Cartoon Network.
Only 2% of people actually like the show.
Only a few people actually like Johnny Test. Not very many people do.
2%?
Very small percent of people like any of those shows.
Oh my god.
Like the fan base for Adventure Time and regular show is big, but not as big as a fan base for the oldest of the Cartoon Network shows. Those have probably the biggest fan base of all. Looking at fan bases are quite interesting to study. It's like those fan bases are extreme, though.
Do you know why? Do you want to know why Phineas and Ferb died?
How come?
Because it's been getting so repetitive.
It did. That's the reason why Daniel didn't like it. That's just one of the reasons for Daniel not liking it, though.
The show's repetitive.
Yeah, Phineas and Ferb did have a fan base, but at the same time, there were a few people who didn't like it. Yeah, Fish Hooks ended, thank goodness.
I don't mind if shows stay on the air forever, as long as they don't change anything.
You know what's ridiculous? SpongeBob still hasn't changed at all. Like, you have to have a few changes. You could add. Don't do the Sparky and Poof. With like there could be an extra restaurant in the show, for example, and that wouldn't really change too much. They could add a few extra characters, like a new neighbor, and that wouldn't change too much. But it's okay to have a few new characters.
SpongeBob is just Squidward.
SpongeBob doesn't even need to be on the air anymore.
And that's it.
SpongeBob is just there with its repetitive randomness. It's just randomness after each episode. Nothing makes sense at all anymore. Well, it never really did to begin with, but it's abused. They abuse every aspect of SpongeBob there is to abuse. And the worst character is Patrick Star, or the Sins of Bikini Bottom are tied with him. They're worse, the Sins of Bikini Bottom.
Because Patrick is a jerk.
Yeah, even Mr. Krabs is not as bad as Patrick. Mr. Krabs does not know anything about running a restaurant, yet how can he run a restaurant? He does not know what it's like to run a restaurant. All he does is sit on that chair all day. You're supposed to be checking on your employees once an hour.
See, that's why the older episodes are a lot better.
Yeah, it does, but he doesn't do his job at all.
Look pretty good.
Mr. Krabs can't even cook. How can Mr. Krabs not cook if he owns a restaurant? They're chefs. People who own restaurants are chefs before they own restaurants. The restaurateur. How could he not make Krabby? How could he not survive without SpongeBob? That's sad. But yeah, Patrick, the Sins of Bikini Bottom are even worse than Patrick, sadly. They're pretty much close to being tied.
Patrick is a jerk. He is always sarcastic.
Patrick has no friends, and how does he eat? Is Patrick on food stamps? How does Patrick eat if he has no income? Like, how does he get food from SpongeBob? Like, how does he eat? Does he steal from Squidward? Squidward's the only character that has logic, that has any logic, is Squidward. And Squidward is probably much smarter than Kyle from Fanboy and Chump Chump, and he's even smarter than Mr. Newman, even, probably from Sanjay and Craig. He's probably one of the smartest characters. He's not as smart as Brain from Arthur, though. I mean, Squidward probably got, like, A's and B's, probably. But everyone's mean to Squidward, though, sadly. But yeah, that show, even the older episodes, it's annoying to see that show air every day for hours.
Well, we got Rubber Man a Bongo Boy, anyways. Oh, wait, never mind. I forgot. They're not many characters anymore. They have special guests. Well, Man and Wonka Boy. Yeah, I didn't have special guest stars now.
Gotta use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
You don't really see Movie Man and Wonka Boy that much anymore.
Yeah, I mean, the last good year of TV was 2006. That was the last year that bumpers were at the best. After 2006, no improvements. Not kidding. I think the last great year probably of anything was 2006. It will be a year that we'll miss forever. People are not improving. Technology is, not people. Generations are just falling. They haven't fallen to death, but yet are falling pretty fast.
Okay, what's with the background noise that I actually hear in Sean's actual videos? Like, I heard in your videos.
That was probably my computer running.
So I guess that's when every video you always have that background noise. Every video.
Well, not every video.
Some videos, some of your old videos, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Just uploading our hangout. We filmed it to the webcam too to make some extra videos. So we're not getting enough subscribers. Neither of us are getting enough. It's like we can't even build a fan base. We've done every video we could think of and still not working.
I have over 70 subscribers.
To have a fan base, and congratulations too, but to have a fan base, you would need at least 1,000. A typical person probably need at least 1,000 to have a fan base. So most of those subscribers don't care about us. They're just there. Not lying. That's actually the truth. Subscribers actually care. The ones who beg to be friends with the user.
Same thing goes to me as well.
Like look at a Linux guy. His fan base is pretty limited though. Want to talk about fan bases? A Linux guy doesn't even have that big of a fan base. Yes, he has like over 2,000 subscribers, but how many are friends with him? Probably like less than 50. Probably like less than 100 of them he actually probably talks to. Not kidding. None of us have a fan base, really. Like, that's why we barely get any views on some videos. It is quite interesting how they form.
I think the first season of Johnny Test was good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Then it just fell apart.
with some awful episodes.
They just abused randomness too much also.
And too much of the same.
Too much
jokes.
randomness.
And do you know what's also
I'm
worst
say the
part
same
of the show?
jokes.
What's that?
It's that they also always execute the same flows.
Hey, that's what I said.
Thomas the Tank Engine does that more than even Johnny Test does.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
And yeah, I forgot to mention Pete's seconds. Since they actually do like 2 seconds, they just repeat the same joke. They said it, well, it was funny the first time.
Making
so
a cartoon's not easy.
100 times.
Warning you guys, it takes experience to make a cartoon.
Yeah.
I mean, making a cartoon is probably harder than working at McDonald's. It's much harder to probably make a cartoon and work at McDonald's.
Now they have.
I mean, in order to do something different, you need some writers to write the episodes.
Yeah, the writers, they probably, you know what's dumb? It was dumb for people to criticize the SpongeBob writers because that criticizing people is easier than actually doing the cartoon. And like, none of us could probably write. Like, look at how much writing goes into one 11-minute segment, and a plot, and then coming up with a plot and name, and then the art. So they actually have to do incredibly well in writing to get even that job. Like, they don't necessarily need talent. They need probably a lot of skill, probably experience. That's a tough job, though, writing. I wonder how much they practice each day, probably, with this. It's a surprise that most people don't know the voice actors at all to any cartoon. They don't know the voice actors very well. It's like most people, they know the name of the cartoon, but they don't know who the voice actors are for any of the characters. Like, you could ask anyone in school, they don't know who that person is. I don't know anything in school.
People actually follow.
So far, I made like 8 episode ideas.
Yeah, Brennan's cartoon we haven't spoken of in a long time. Brendan Paleplane came up with a few ideas too for titles, like Pizza Party is one of them. Let's see another idea. The street fight. What else is another idea? Family Feud.
So right now I have 13 people who actually followed me. Just 13. The 13 people who followed me on Plus, not really much.
The only people we talk to on Google Plus are you guys mainly.
Yeah.
It's just you. It was first Daniel from like 2 years ago who found us. Daniel founded most of us. Well, Daniel and Brennan founded us mainly. Not sure how they found most of us. It's basically just you guys. The Skype friends don't ever use Google Plus. Well, they hardly do.
Yeah.
Well, Tyler hates Google Plus. He doesn't use it.
it. I don't like when YouTube actually forces us to use Google Plus.
Most YouTube videos are piles of dog vomit too. Like, grounded videos are taking over YouTube faster than we thought they would. And bad rants too. Like, most rants don't even sound like rants. Not even talk about just those rants. Cartoon Network rants, thank goodness they stopped the SpongeBob rants. They basically just said the same. They basically said the same lines as everybody else did from the SpongeBob rants. They kept bashing on Mr. Krabs. Those Cartoon Network rants are terrible, most of them. They just talk about how they missed all those shows, and they don't even talk about anything else. They speak of themselves too much. Yes, personally have done some Cartoon Network rants in the past for views, mainly. But most of them are downright terrible, most of them.
I will show you all my episode ideas.
Alright, yeah, that works. Those are my episode ideas. Let's take a look at them, shall we? Alright. So it's a personal, it's like an autobiography almost, isn't it?
Do you like my episode ideas, guys?
Oh yeah. They're actually based off real life events. Cool. You know what? We should ask Brennan more about the cartoon. We should help each other out in making these cartoons or stories. Like, do you want help with the writing eventually, Sean?
Yeah, but my show is based off of YouTubers.
Yeah. You did say YouTubers, right? So, but haters are YouTubers.
Well, I do have an idea for the villains.
Okay, so who are the villains?
I'll go to. Okay, here are the villains of the series.
Okay, and now guys, if you guys don't know who this is, if you guys don't know my YouTube channel page is actually yeah, you need to make sure you guys subscribe to my channel.
Yo, working on a story too, Sean. The problem is running out of ideas is too easy. So we probably should help each other out so we don't lose ideas.
And we should, but now we're gonna help you out.
Yeah, been doing some writing. Gotta type it up during school. Probably gonna type it up to pass time at school. Probably on the school computers. I'll probably just save it to the Google Drive. The problem is there's a lot to type though. So it'll probably take a couple of years to type it all. It can take like 10 years to write some novels.
Here are my ideas for the villains of the series so far.
Probably should send us a file of that too in our like Google Plus accounts. You know, YouTube actually has given us some ideas for names. But those names aren't going to be used until later in the future.
I already got my cartoon now. I made it 4 episodes in.
Oh wow, you've made progress. One's made progress. Hey Sean, you should make videos of where you live. You should like make life videos. Like you could make, if you had a, since you have a smartphone, you could make videos of like what school's like. You could make videos of the town and to eat in the food stops. Haven't done it because there's once when there's a tablet to be used, we'll be making those videos probably once there's a tablet to be used.
My mom won't let me bring my phone to school.
Oh, that's understandable then. Oh, that's why. You could just film like your neighborhood. One could film your neighborhood.
Yeah.
You could film anything. There's all kinds of videos to make.
I already saw that. I already saw Jackie to make videos walking down the street.
Yeah, I did.
Making update videos.
Yeah.
Do you like my villains of the series so far?
Oh yeah, it would make pretty cool villains.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, we got a lot of characters to come up with. Coming up with characters is the easiest aspect of writing. But sadly, it's tougher to come up with a very long story though. I actually did once write a book, but gave up, and actually rewriting it. We do have to give each other ideas sometimes.
Do you know what my next episode of Sean Halo will be about?
Pizza? Meatballs?
Bees.
What's that? Bees? Oh yeah, what if they have a can of Pepsi and then a bunch of... Here's how the story should start. It's a hot day. They go to the store and buy a couple cans of cola. Pepsi Cola, whatever it is.
Actually, the episode starts off with Mr. Sir Raven in a video call with Jackie learning that town.
Oh, this could be a really modernized cartoon then. This will be a cartoon that could take place now. Oh wow.
So Mr. Raven as the villain, because they just came with
the villain is Blackfoot the Bully.
You never tape your videos outside. Seriously, you never tape your videos outside. Like, never.
I don't usually do that.
Okay.
We need to keep coming up with ideas.
Plus, we never get to see your face in your videos.
I did show my face once.
Yeah, once. I think it was in your face video.
I also showed my face in my Orange Mario 5 one-shot. I also showed my face and my commentary on myself.
Oh wow, we're almost 2 hours into the live stream. Not bad. Let's have a goal. We need to have like a goal to set.
Okay, a goal. Like the G10's goal version of goal. Like they'll say, goal! Yeah.
And do you know what episode 6 is going to be about?
What's that?
Episode 6 is going to be...
Much better. Base.
Episode 6 is going to be about how Mr. Sir Raven gives Sean a case of blue-itis. And do you know what blue-itis is?
Nope.
Blue-itis is a case so bad that it can turn you into a monster. Do you like that idea?
Oh yeah, that works too. You know what? Might actually write cartoon ideas too. Don't draw, but probably gonna write maybe there's some short story ideas we could come up with that could make 11-minute segments. So we might actually be able to help each other out pretty well.
I already got episode 8 episodes ideas.
Not bad. You've been making progress. Wow, that was pretty fast. You know what? Gonna come up with some ideas now. Pizza party. Let's see.
Pizza party podcast.
I kind of stole that from Teen Titans Go. Even though I really don't like the show, I just kind of stole that idea. Street fight.
So this is the Pizza Party podcast. Who are you people?
Stranger Danger.
Yeah, you guys know that one.
Just coming up with cartoon ideas, as you guys are. As one is.
Something as a joke. I'm pretty sure if Yoshima sees this video, I'm pretty sure he would definitely make this. Pretty sure he would definitely.
If Future Blood sees what video?
This video.
Your video?
This video. Yes, my videos. Yes, my commentaries at least. Bad. He said, I did not, because he was like, you can't handle who it is season. You can't understand opinions or opinions.
Be right back.
This is why I'm a fan of Lance 1000. I mean, at least with Lance 1000, at least he's anyway, but I'm still fans of him. when she died. Was kissing out the sun Samson like ridiculously back in the past. You guys look? You guys hear me?
I'll send you all my episode ideas.
Soprano. Who doesn't like Soprano? Soprano's a great guy.
That's just the name of the episode.
Okay.
He's a good guy in the episode. Those are all my episodes I got ideas for so far. Which one's your favorite episode so far, Halo fan?
Favorite episode? I can tell you one was
Interesting. Just coming up with cartoon ideas too. Episode ideas, I meant to say.
My episode ideas?
Yeah, for both of us. They probably won't be like yours though. Yours are more creative though. Even though Family Chum Chum was a bad show, I did have pretty creative episode names though, at least. Same with the Fairly Odd Parents, at least those had decent names to their episodes.
Do you know what will happen in the episode Blue Itis?
Disease.
Here's what Sean will look like in the episode.
wait, Sean? Like the other Sean? Or that Sean?
In my cartoon. Hi, Oliver.
Yo, what up? What's up, Sean? Yeah, we haven't had a talk for months. It's pretty cool that we're actually
Or at least
It's pretty cool that we're getting that we've finally spoken to each other after all those weeks without speaking. Like Halo, we haven't spoken since June.
Jack 82's microphone is off.
Not sure why. Hey, Sean, let's see.
I sent you guys a photo of what my character will look like in episode 6.
Steven Universe, Pearl.
That's my character design.
Inspirations.
That's actually my avatar for my commentaries.
Oh yeah, Pearl from Steven Universe. Yep, it's easy to tell it's you from your avatar. Oh yeah, you're easily noticeable. And then Steven is Halo fan, the Steven Universe character.
In the show, Halo fan is the Halo suit Master Chief.
It's the first time we've actually made a real live stream together. Most of those live streams that have been done are fake. We just did them for fun. The fake ones were for fun. This is a real live stream. It's the first time that we're actually getting constant views. That the people actually want to see people's faces in the live stream. That's probably what attracts views. So I was looking for more ideas.
Hey, Jack 82.
Yeah, go ahead. That was the one from second one.
What's up, Jack? Hello. What's up, Jack? Or Halo?
Jack, Hill, Page, B, Solo, Shots, Vin, Solo.
Hey, Sean. Is it alright to ask you a couple of questions?
Hey, Halo fan.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you like what my character will look like in episode 6?
Wait, did I say you don't like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I meant there. I bet you said it. See.
Hey, Sean, how many episodes do you plan on creating? What is your goal for episodes?
I don't know.
Crazy how The Simpsons has over 1,000 episodes. Arthur has like over 400. No, over 300. And SpongeBob was over 200. Yep, our Google Plus calls uploaded on YouTube currently. Cool. Yeah, this video's about to end soon, and then there'll be another part.
Say something. Just skip my actual.
I have to go.
Yeah, this is pretty late.
Yeah.
We've been up for a while. The reason why we've been doing this, we haven't done this in forever.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we had like a 2-hour talk. Hopefully we'll be able to do more of these. Like, we're not even supposed to be up this late.
So should we end it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
If you want to end it, yeah, it's fine.
So where's our you ending? Where's
What?
our you?
What's up?
So where's our you? Where's our username first?
Oh, you want me to do the ending? You can
Yeah.
do an ending to you into this call too, since you're a part of it.
Yeah. So okay, guys. Hellfan HP00 signing out. Please like, subscribe, rate, comment, and check out my channel called Jack82. Sorry. Peace.
Yes, sir. That is all there's to say for this hangout. This is the first hangout we have done, us three, for a pretty long time. Hopefully we'll do more of these hangouts eventually. We'll make sure to have a hangout hopefully at least once a month would be the goal for these type of hangouts. Thank you so much for everyone who watched this hangout. With that is all there's to say for this hangout. See one on the next hangout. Peace out. Yeah. Good night.
Please like, subscribe, rate,